So, we are back once again, semifinals for the UVA LCS. I'm Austin Dragneo Myers.
And I am Nilkesh Desi Fresh Meta.
Alright, and we are in for a good night. Best 2 out of 3 match being played tonight between Illegal Legends and Purple Inhibitor Cares, and let's go ahead and start talking bans.
Yeah, right now, quick bans actually already. Callista, Zed, Zyra, Morgana, Nasus, and Sejuani. A lot of big bans coming out, especially that Callista ban, where you saw her played a little bit during TSM versus Cloud9 matchup yesterday, actually.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm like seeing some of these targeted bans. The Nasus ban is definitely a ban onto, I believe it is Slam's Ham on your jam. He plays that Nasus very well, and despite a few mistakes, he's very easy to carry that team on the back of that Nasus. I really like the Sejuani ban though. She's, her and Gragas have really been part of like the two, back when it was only Jarvan and Lee Sin. It's now the age of Sejuani and Gragas and just being fought and banned over every single game.
And really interesting pickups coming. Poro Sushi with the Swain for his team. That's gonna be pretty insane.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if it's going to be a mid lane or top lane. That definitely is a flex pick or a possible one, but I feel like it's a good, choice. But with that Hecarim being hovered over, I'm pretty sure if that gets locked in, that's going to be a mid Swain.
And it does seem most likely. Slam Jam on your ham. They're gonna be picking up the Warwick as well, with Crimson Cat picking up Jinx, both for their teams. And really with those two pickups coming in, kind of looks as though they're gonna be centering around that late game.
Yeah, I mean, Warwick and Jinx definitely are like the definition of like the late game carry role. Warwick will, I'm curious to see if he goes for a warrior or a devourer enchantment for his jungle item, but the Jinx definitely late game is a insane hyper carry, and with the Warwick who's able to lock down one person, I feel like that'll do a lot to, keep the Hecarim from diving in on her and letting her deal some free damage per se.
The other side Gragas that you were talking about right there, they're going to be picking that up for themselves, so a lot of pretty strong pickups coming this game. Letting the Hecarim and Gragas go through to this team could turn out to be a mistake. I believe this is what team is this? These are Illegal Legends and
Illegal Legends I believe is Slamtam's team, and Purple Inhibitor Cares is the Poro Sushi's team.
There we go. So letting Purple Inhibitor Cares take that could turn out to bite them later, and not we're seeing pickups by this Illegal Legends team that aren't so common anymore, like the Warwick. And while Jenna, she is quite a strong support, after the nerf that she got, they kind of changed how her passive works. She's not seeing a lot of play anymore. Not saying she's not a bad support, I'm just saying she's not seen very often.
She's not in her golden age as she used to be.
Exactly. But the thing is, I like the pickup in this specific matchup, because it allows her team to disengage so well. I mean, look at the initial engage that they're going to be facing against. Silver's on the hunt, depth charge from Nautilus, Hecarim onslaught of shadows, Gragas is going to body slam in. Sway's the only one that doesn't have any method of getting into the enemy team, and what that Genesis is going to do is completely deny them that.
Yeah, I really like the peel kind of comp they're doing. It looks like almost a protected Jinx comp. You've got a Warwick to lock down whoever gets close to him, Maokai with his Twisted Advance and all kinds of CC and protection along with that Janna to make sure Crimson Cat will stay safe or on that Jinx. What I really like is looking at these team comps. Now, Warwick has a lot of counterplay with these champs. I kind of don't like him being picked first because, Warwick is a very special jungler in which he can be his ult can be incredible, or just a waste. Gragas can body slam, Hecarim can charge onto him, CCO can knock him away with the depth charge, and there's just so much counterplay in reaction to that first pick Warwick.
It's like you're setting yourself up to fail.
Yeah, exactly. And what I really like about Purple Inhibitor with Karis comp is they have a lot of ways to split up their team to get to the main carries. They have the Hecarim Onslaught of Shadows, they have the Gragas Barrel to split up the entire team and follow up with the Nautilus Depth Charge to lock down either the Crimson Cat or the or bulking on that Orianna.
Yeah, and right now, with that Orianna locked in, it seems as though the main engage is going to be coming in from both Slam Jam on your ham and Slam Ham on your jam. The main problem with this is going to be the fact that the methods for them to actually get in the middle of their team are fairly short-ranged.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Slam Sam on your jam will be going for a Righteous Glory. That it's a very common pickup in the LCS and solo queue nowadays on that Maokai, replacing that Rod of Ages.
Yeah,
so it'll give them somewhat of a mini Sivir ult, but compare that to the actual Sivir ult, it's going to be very hard for them to get in there and start unless it's coming from a flank or a face check.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised to see Nodava pick up the Talisman of Ascension just to give her team a little bit of extra movement speed against that On the Hunt from Sivir. They're definitely going to have to watch out for that because the engage from Purple Inhibitor Cares is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and what's so nice about it is, like I said before, they have so many different ways of doing that. They've got the Sivir ult to get in, get the whole team going. I'm guessing CCO is probably going to build that Righteous Glory as well. And they have such a decisive way. They can either have the Nautilus put his depth charge and just focus one person, or if they get a team fight they want, split up everyone and pick them off one by one. They have a lot of AO in this team, and especially with that Swain ult, it's going to hit everyone around them.
So, we talked a little bit about the Swain pick, about where he's actually going to be going in the mid or the top lane, but now that we know it's definitely going to be a mid lane Swain. Actually, no. We're speaking a little bit too soon. I know that Keen had played the Hecarim in the mid lane, so we can't definitely say which of those champions are going to be going mid. Poro Sushi, if he doesn't go on top, he'll have the Ignite.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a little bit more aggressive against the Maokai. But in both of those matchups, I feel he's going to be pretty fine. He may have a little bit more trouble in the Orianna matchup compared to Yurden, but he's kind of set himself up to have an easy laning phase.
Yeah, and I'm a little spoiler. Yurden is the top laner, so I'm guaranteeing that Hecarim's going on top, and it is going to be the Swain mid.
It's
fun to speculate.
I have not seen this team, so clearly you would know.
I'm the UVA insider.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we got about 5 seconds left until we start load in, but
you're clearly the coach for Purple Inhibitor Cares.
Yep.
And this is just your method of analyzing every single mistake that they make and then just letting them have it all at the next practice.
Indeedy. Well, we are finally loading in. We're going to get to see who's got the skins, who's got the big bucks around here on UVA. And hopefully we see some good skins coming out. I'm hoping to see a forecast Janna, hopefully.
Nope, it's going to be Frost Queen Janna for League of Legends. Grey Warwick had his debut about a couple of weeks ago, and no, there's skins on the side of a League of Legends.
Alright, well, it's not always about the skins, I guess. There's skill, counterplay mechanics, I guess, but it's 2-0, so maybe that'll, give them an extra, 100 gold advantage in the beginning.
Maybe. Well, Yurden hasn't connected just yet.
Yeah.
Let's see what skin he's running. I would love to see the Rainbow Pony Arcade Hecarim.
See, I'm torn between Arcade Hecarim and Headless Hecarim.
Yeah, that is a good skin.
Mainly because I have both, because I got the little Arcade Hecarim code back in the day, and then
I remember
Mystery gifted me the Headless.
Yeah. I got Arcade Hack Room from PAX East 2014.
Okay.
So yeah, they were giving that out. They had the
Yeah, last year's was like they gave out so much stuff. They gave out the Riot Fist Bump skin too.
yeah, they gave out the Hecarim skin, the Riot Blitzcrank, and they also gave out the Special Agent Varus, not the Special Agent one, the Cold Light Varus skin.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hopefully,
I do like, if we're looking at stuff right here, the
Um,
Oriana did bring barrier to the table.
Austin,
And, yeah.
you're gonna have to change the scene.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay, letting you know, because
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
seniors
Sorry, guys.
cannot see the champ select. It's okay.
Well, the loading screen.
Oh well, yeah, that
I'm sorry, guys.
it happens to everyone. Well, we're in the game. Unfortunately, Yurden hasn't connected yet, so we're
Yeah, so
gonna
we're
be
gonna do a
having a
pause.
bit of a pause.
Let me just make sure I got the team names loaded up on the right side. So, League of Legends is on the wrong side.
Yeah, League of Legends is on the right side, red side. You know,
Yeah.
it used to be purple for me until I started getting into casting. Then I had
Yeah.
to change it to red. I had to change it to red for all the people that are colorblind.
Well, there's the disconnect.
Oh, another one.
Yikes.
That is unfortunate. Seems as though the Rutgers DDoSer has moved to Virginia and he's gonna make you guys feel his wrath.
Well, hopefully we can find him. Get it taken care of in a little bit. You know.
Right now, I just want to appreciate the Oriana pickup by Ball King.
Yeah, I mean, what I like about it is it's gonna offer some team fight potential.
Oh, you didn't pick up on it, did you?
What?
His name is Ball King,
Oh. Ha.
and
You're so punny.
Oriana.
Alright, don't worry, Seamoose. He's got the freak lines for you.
A summoner has disconnected.
Well, there it is. We've had one reconnect. Hopefully, he gets back in. Right now.
Well, what I find interesting is Valking actually took Barrier, which,
Mhm.
is a good choice. It may not be specifically for laning phase, but I really like the pickup because there's a lot of burst damage coming from the team of Purple
A
Inhibitor
summoner
Cares.
has disconnected.
The Hack Room for a TP, Home Guard Teleport, that's going to be a lot of burst damage. Gragas with a, his full combo.
Yeah. One of the things is, Poro Akimata on the Sivir, he's going to be strong in the mid game. If he goes even in that bottom lane, he's guaranteed to be strong in the mid game. And the thing is, their late game damage will consist of Poro Sushi and Yurdan. So what Shinobi will most likely try and do, if he can't get anything in that bottom lane, is focus attention on that mid lane. Swain will scale. You can shut him down as much as you want, but eventually he's going to be that huge crow that's going to be healing off of every single tick of damage, and it's going to be so difficult to take him down. And what I'm really surprised at by League of Legends is the fact that they haven't brought an Ignite
Yep,
to
I
kind of
was
throw
just
that
about
on
to make
him.
yeah, very well pointed. I was just about to make that point myself. Now they do have some counterplay if Valking does. Well, he has to go for the Morellonomicon.
Yeah, it's kind of a necessity right
Yeah.
now.
Especially
And-
not only for the swing, well, mainly for the Sane, but also for the Gragas as well. His passive, he'll keep on healing as he does his spells.
Well, actually, when you're speaking of the Gragas with the
A
healing,
summoner has reconnected.
Yurdan, you cannot forget Yurdan with his W. W actually heals Hecarim for any damage
true.
that's done in its radius. So, when he pops that Spirit of Dread, and as long as the fight can stay in that area, he's going to be healing for so much health.
Yeah, and it might actually come to that. The Maokai with his ultimate has to stay in a specific area and protect the carries.
A
If Hecarim is in that
summoner
same
has
area as
disconnected.
well,
A summoner has
It's gonna keep healing that entire time because I believe it's all damage in that area, correct?
It's 20%. He's healed for 20% of the damage that's done to enemies in that area. It caps on minions, but it doesn't cap on champions. So when we come out to late game, the AoE damage that's going to be coming out from Poro Akimata and Poro Sushi is just going to help Yordan sustain through those fights. He doesn't have to build too tanky because the overall damage output is going to be effectively consistent throughout this game. He'll probably pick up a couple of items, but throughout this game, he'll have methods to heal through. And that's what's going to be extremely scary for a League of Legends. The fact that they have no method of kind of slowing down the healing, no ignites. Balking is really the only person that can get them around Namcon and be effective with it.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I might have liked to see Nodaba take that Ignite. The exhaust against the Sivir is gonna do some, but not too much, you know what I mean? Sivir really isn't a big, I have a bunch of spells. She just uses her Ricochet, uses her Boomerang Blade.
In this Jinx lane, the Jinx Sivir lane, it's initially in the favor of Jinx as well, because just the range difference in the early game is enough to force Sivir to play a little bit safely. Later on, once Sivir gets one damage item of some sort, pickaxe or BF sword, so whatever it is, that's when she can play a little bit more aggressive because she'll have opportunities to outtrade. And with the engage that Nautilus brings to that bottom lane, especially against two extremely squishy champions like the Jinx and Janna, that's when they're going to start taking control of that lane. Bringing the exhaust in that lane, she's preparing for the late game, but it seems as though they didn't discuss it too much because they've left open 3 healers.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how these fights are going to come into late game. Both teams scale fairly well into the late game. Maokai is going to be a giant tank who heals almost every third auto attack. Janna is going to have so much peel. Orianna is going to have massive damage because she is one of those mid laners who, if you let her scale, she will do just tremendous amounts of damage with her full combo. And if she lands a very good, I believe it's called Shockwave. If she lands a good Shockwave onto 2 or 3 people, it's going to turn the team fight around very quickly.
Well, you can't forget the only real Orianna's really only going to be doing an insane amount of damage to poor Akimata, so that's going to be the one person that she needs to hit in those ultimates. Poor Sushi, Yordan, Shinobi, CC, they're going to be fairly tanky.
Yeah.
Couple post 25 minutes, they'll get some form of health item, maybe even some early MR, depending on how the game goes. As it is, there's a lot of magic damage on the side of a League of Legends. Slam Ham on your jam, Nodaba, Balking, and to a small extent, Slam Jam as well. The Hungering Strike does do magic damage.
Yeah, and what I lost my train of thought. But but yeah, like
Okay.
the tankiness that Purple Inhibitor carries they're bringing to the table right now is going to be very hard for them to deal with. Yes, in the early game, if Jinx can get going, Balking can go going, and Slam Sam is on your jam, be there every time his ult is up to keep that momentum going. It's going to be hard getting through. It's hard enough getting through 2 main tanks. Whether it's 4 now.
Yeah.
So,
for anyone watching right now, we're just going to apologize right now for this pause. We cannot do too much about this, but hopefully it is resolved shortly. We all don't want to be just sitting here for an hour waiting for a game. I've had that. I have casted a game where we paused at 15 minutes, and I had to wait 1 hour for that game to continue.
Oh, jeez. I thought you were talking about our last game that we
No,
casted.
no. I'm talking about like this is a completely different game. But yeah, I've sat through hour-long pauses to cast. I've sat through Season 2 Worlds where we all waited 3 hours listening to Silver Scrapes for the... I don't even remember. It was like Azubu Frost versus CLG EU. It was something insane like that.
Damn.
I've sat through it all.
A summoner has reconnected.
Alright, well, for right now, we're going to go ahead and mute our mics, wait for everyone to get connected. I'm going to go ahead and throw some music on. So, just bear with us, guys. I'll make a post on the UVA main page once we're back up and streaming. Just go ahead and get some music going. Interwebs, please. Load. For a second.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has reconnected. A summoner has reconnected.
Can we go right back to the start? A summoner has reconnected.
Heineken Light.
No wonder you're so stubborn. Nobody ever made you dig deep.
like we're gonna play the game, I guess.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Apparently, teams only have 15 minutes to get their players in. Otherwise, they'll have to start, and they've used all their pause time apparently. So if they have any of their issues, they're going to have to deal with. Oh,
Awkward.
yeah, one more pause. Keys aren't working.
All right.
Apparently. So
Alright, well,
that is unfortunate.
I'll get back to music then.
It's just like you always wanted to be, hitting the dance floors all around the world where people can see you dancing. You are still on top, still a thrill. Don't stop, you've got moves to kill, moves to kill. It's just like you always wanted to be, hitting the dance floors all around the world. Sing, you are still on top, still a thrill. Don't stop, you've got moves to kill, moves to kill, moves to kill.
Hello?
Alright, so.
Welcome to Summer's Rift, guys. As if you
After a
haven't been here.
grueling 30 minutes.
On 28, they still have like a minute and 50 seconds left of pause time.
Close enough. Close enough.
Oh, thank God we're back.
Yeah. And level 1s, not a lot coming out right
30
now.
seconds
Just,
until minions spawn.
we see Purple Inhibitor, Illegal Legends actually, Purple Inhibitor Karis is on the blue team. Illegal Legends set up a line, defensive line, not a lot of vision coverage being put down, however. Only one ward by each team. There it is, 2 wards now by Purple Inhibitor Karis. Seems as though they are in the driver's seat in terms of vision.
And it looks like Slam Sam on your jam just looking to make a little
Minions have
aggressive
spawned.
invade, checking to see where they're going to start. It doesn't look like he's going to get much information out of everything. He will drop a sapling by the Gromp to, you know, see if Hecarim's going to do some level 2 stuff. At least. But, pretty standard safe starts coming out for both teams right now.
Yeah, you usually don't see too much Hecarim do something in the jungle without smite, but it seems as though Yurdon is confident enough to do that. He'll be able to get that wolf camp a little bit slowly, and we'll have to see if that does put him behind. He's already at half health, and the camp is only halfway done. By the time he finishes that, goes back to base and teleports in, Slam Him on your jam might already be level 2, if not about to hit level 2.
Yeah, I mean, he might be. One thing, though, Maokai, he did start sapling, so he's not going to be able to push those waves enough to make it punishable for him starting out of the jungle camp.
Yeah. And there it is. Slam Ham on your jam in that top lane. Not level 2 yet, so Yurdon being very aggressive, knowing that he has the advantage. Meanwhile, there's the level 2 hit by both of those bottom laners.
CCO with a little aggressive positioning, just dropped. Doesn't seem like he's going to do anything, but playing a bit passive right now, and I feel like if he has an opportunity right now,
I feel as though Nautilus would rather wait until the level 3 so that he can effectively do the full combo, hook, stun,
a lot of damage. Ignite coming out.
Yeah, Yurdon very close to dying. He's just gonna take 2 shower shots. But Slam Him on your jam. He uses flash. Yurdon doesn't have another mobility spell. So this could be the opportunity for Warwick Slam Jam to make his appearance. You usually don't see a lot of appearances by the Warwick in the early game, but with the Hecarim being very aggressive, already using the Ignite, that could be the turning point in the top lane. Slam Ham on your jam did have potions to heal himself back up, and with his passive, he should be fairly fine, especially with the Rampage just stacking that up very quickly.
Yeah, one thing to note, however, Hecarim did start Crystalline Flask. Slam Sam on your jam is going to run out of mana eventually. Hecarim still has, you know, basically a full mana bar. He still has 2 charges on his flax, only down 3 CS, and that's with starting jungle camp. So he's actually in a pretty good situation. We're being, you know, a little scary, but not really doing much early levels. He's very confident playing aggressive on Slam Sam on your jam right now.
Yeah, all of the CC is going to be coming from Slam Ham in the early game, and once Slam Jam hits level 6, that's when he's going to be flipping that switch. Even if he had ganked, the time it was already over. The window has closed, the door has been locked until he gets that level 6 key.
And it looks like Nakai is just gonna have to sapling farm right now. Hecarim's way too healthy for him to get.
Oh, but a nice hook down at the Crimson Cat. Harakimata though, he can't do anything after that. He actually does use his spell shield just to get a little bit more mana in that lane. Flame Choppers did go down. Meanwhile, looks as though Shinobu very close to dying. Can't even finish those Krugs. There he is. Finishes it off. That was close.
Close, but he did get the scar. But yeah, I mean, so far, about even CS numbers coming out from all the lanes. Vulcan
Mid
does have
lane's a
one
bit fun.
wave. Oh, a little trade in the top lane.
Yeah, Yurdon. They're both level 5, but Slamham on your jam cannot fight that Hecarim, especially without any mana.
Yeah.
That's going to force him away, and he might as well just go back right now, pick up an item to assist him. He has 1,000 gold in his inventory. Something like a catalyst, 200 gold off, but that's gonna help him
I mean,
so much.
I feel
in
like
terms of
at
standing.
this point, what would be good against the Hecarim might actually be to start building the Frozen Heart.
That is a possibility.
So
He
build,
picks up another Doran's ring though, and my only issue with that is the fact that if he gets nothing out of that lane now, he's put himself so far behind.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, in mid
good
lane,
damage
Boros
traded.
Sushi-
Ignite goes
Yeah,
down. He's gonna
Vulcan
go
has
under
the
the
mana.
tower. Barrier comes out. Little mistake. He has to flash out and live with a sliver of health.
Yeah, he did not account for extra damage that the tower is going to be doing. Meanwhile, Yurdon, there's the flip. Slam Ham, forcing away the Hecarim for now, but with only a crystalline flask. We did not expect too much for him. With 1,400 in his inventory, he's gonna be picking up a really nice item. Maybe the Phage or Sheen.
I might. Yeah, that's what I was guessing.
Merc
Okay,
trades
he doesn't
actually.
have enough for home guards. I was expecting the home guards to teleport out, but I guess since he's going to Merc Treads, they are the more expensive tier 2 boots.
Yeah. So,
A lot of good auto attack trading, making sure to, in the bot lane, Crimson Cat using his explosive rockets to really zone Akimata off the wave.
DC really hesitant using that dredge line, especially when Crimson Cat was a little bit out of position. No follow-up would have come out from the Janla right there, so a little bit scared of this Jinx right now. And you're down in the top lane with that Merc Tread. Slamham's gonna have an even more difficult time. Minions are doing a little bit of damage down onto that Headless Horseman, but
Actually has an advantage.
goes back in, and there's the arcane smash, but immediately he's out of mana. He needs to be careful. Yurdon has the consistent damage. All he has to do is wait it out, heal it all back up with his crystalline flask, and he'll be able to go in onto that Maokai, especially when he doesn't have any mana.
Yeah, and one thing to note, Slam Sam on your Jan is level 6. He's making his way towards this mid lane.
And that's gonna be a kill. Boros Sushi locked out by the Infinite Duress and the Shockwave as well. He's gonna go down first blood onto Balking. Really nice, very clean gang in the bottom lane. Crimson Cat taking a lot of damage. There's the dredge line. Monsoon will be used by Nojaba to knock them all away. And Crimson Cat, can he stay alive? Poor Akamata is out of mana, but there's the exhaust. He's flashing away as well. And now Nojaba, oh, the flash and auto attack from CCO picks up the kill. Meanwhile, sorry, in the top lane, looks like Slam Him on your jam did end up getting a kill onto Yurdon as well.
And
Oh,
actually being healthy in this bot lane, Warwick doesn't have ult. Gragas is actually going to ping out the dragon, and a very good call, just knowing that they both, you know, the mid laners are gone, they just killed bot lane. Very good call coming out from right now.
And no immediate threat from Yurdon as well. He did end up back up, but his team is nowhere near looking to take this. And I'm actually a little bit surprised at that. They just let the Sivir take up all of that dragon damage. CC was there as well as Shinobi. But, Shinobi. What happened.
Yeah.
So with that kill onto Balking in that mid lane, he's working on that Morellonomicon. He will be able to pick that up fairly shortly. He actually can go back right now and upgrade that. Actually, about 100 gold off.
Yeah, and I don't know, I'm curious to see what Warwick is going to do next. His ult is up in looks about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see where he's going to use that ult to influence lane. If he's going to keep camping mid to keep swinging down, which is a very good plan. You know, making sure Orianna gets the kills, starts scaling, starts snowballing a little bit, and keeping the Swain from getting to that late game monster that he's known to be.
Balking just putting down some vision at that river entrance. Just wants to spot when Shinobi does end up coming. And I'm surprised at Shinobi taking the blue buff away for himself. You really want to put that on the Swain, even despite the
Looks like
mana
Warwick's gonna
regeneration.
come into the little trade in the top lane, but
Yeah.
Warwick's making an aggressive deep ward. His ult is up, and it might look like he's gonna make some moves onto this mid lane.
I'm not sure if Shinobi actually saw that being placed down. There's no vision on the shot of Shinobi.
And he knows he's starting wolves. Slam Sams might actually make a move to try and kill this Gragas.
Yeah, and that's exactly where he's going
Oh,
right
he
now.
used his escape.
And that is, and he uses the ultimate as well. Shinobi trying to get away. And he
red
flashes
buff.
as well, but the red buff will get the kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, trades are not going in favor of Yurdan right now. He needs to get something out of this.
What I would like to see from him is just try and push out the wave the best he can. Go back, get home guards, and make some influences in this bot lane, because that is the advantage of having a Hecarim with TP on your team. He can influence a lane so well with a home guard teleport, and he hasn't made a good use out of it yet.
Yeah, they're going to have Shinobi in that top lane. They already have that dragon, so they can effectively put Gragas in the top lane, defend that tower from going down, and giving Hecarim and Sivir a bit of extra gold is definitely something they're going to be wanting to do. As it is, not a lot of jungle pressure from either team.
Yeah, and one thing, like, I was really sad about that. Gragas, he has very good CC level 1, 2, 3. A slow from the cast, a little trade in the top lane. Jordan's
and
gonna
there
go
it is.
hard.
Onslaught of Shadows going as well. Bodies him with the knockup. Slam him. He's gonna go down to Shinobi.
Good presence in the lane, knowing that, you know,
Just as you
Slam
said,
Sam is going to get a little too aggressive winning those trades, and a good turnaround from there.
Oh, here comes
Super Mega Death Rock coming out.
Rocket.
It's not going to hit, though.
Pretty close.
Yeah, back to what I was going to say. I was a little sad because, you know, Warwick, all he's going to do is power farm until 6 and start ganking lanes. You as a Gragas have the ability to start making plays in the early game and start snowballing your lanes in an advantage, and he just didn't do that. He power farmed jungle as well, and he's actually behind in CS. And
Now, Crimson Cat. Very aggressive moment. And CC is level 6. Level 7 right now. He has the ultimate available. Surprised they didn't go
Slam
on
Sam
that.
and Shinobi are just so close to each other in this mid lane, though. Decides to back off. But
And there goes. There's Slam Jam going in, has the infinite draft. Boshishi immediately pops the ultimate, but the damage that he's facing, there's Shinobi coming in, and they're going to set their sights onto no one, actually. He's just going to throw out
Hecarim
the
TP.
ultimate.
Ult
Meanwhile,
comes out.
Crimson Cat locked down by the exhaust as well. He cannot escape, and the damage that came out from Yurdan right there was so huge.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I wanted him to be doing. Making use of that TP and that Hecarim mobility where he can just run back to lane. I don't really like him staying in lane right now. I feel like he just should have backed so he could defend the top lane. However, he did make a very good play in the bot lane to start influencing them and get them snowballing, but he will trade this top tower for that.
Yeah, and they need to do something. Trading one kill for top tower doesn't look to be too worth it. That does keep the gold in Illegal Legends' favor.
Yeah, and you know, it was a very good roam, but now he's basically 30 CS down on a Maokai in a lane where he should be bullying him.
And it really just wasn't planned correctly by...
Yeah, I feel like it was just kind of spur of the moment. Hey guys, my TP is up.
Yeah, and they're gonna try and trade for that mid lane tower. No one there to defend it.
They don't really have the damage to do it though. It's a
they
tanky
will.
Gragas and a Hecarim with a longsword.
We'll have to see. Oriana's going to be there as well. And we have a bit of a lane swap. Poro Sushi made his way to the top lane against the Maokai. We have Hecarim roaming around, making his way to the bottom lane. No vision on the side of Illegal Legends. This can turn out very badly, especially with the Onslaught of Shadows being up. Crimson Cat, no vision. Here comes the roam from Balking as well. He's going to go through the enemy jungle and actually just put some vision down. There's Dragon. It has spawned. Which team is going to be going for it right now?
Yeah, and you
Actually,
do
do
have
they
to
see
know
the Gragas?
they do have that pink
Yeah,
orb
they
right in the
didn't see.
jungle. They saw.
They didn't see the Gragas.
Yeah,
They did
it
not
looks
see
like
the Gragas
Warwick is
walking
making
through the
moves
pit.
to come for this dragon to help contest it. Sushi is doing a decent amount of damage with Slam Slam on your jam. I'm just curious if he has the mana for it.
There's the Ignite going down, flashing away from that Swain as well. But like you said, he's out of mana, and he'll be able to live. And without a teleport, this would be the time for Purple Inhibitor Cares to do the Dragon. Sure, it will be a 4v4, but with your Hecarim right now, he's so strong.
And CCO is going to get caught out here. Oh,
He has his hook.
No,
He'll be able
fine.
to get away. But that does force away Purple Inhibitor Cares right now, and
yeah, and that's
Illegal
just a free
Legends.
dragon.
Yeah, but they have a ward in that pit.
Yeah,
So they'll have a time. Oh no, they
well,
got the
they'll
sweeper.
essentially have a time. They can, type dragon in all chat and
Yeah,
make a timestamp on it. But
it's not automatic anymore.
yeah, but they just kept backing off from it. Like, it was a 4v4. Everyone was pretty healthy. They had plenty of counterplay for Slam Sam on their jam.
Slam Jam, what are you doing, man? Stop, you cannot do that. There's the Infinite Duress, locking down onto Shinobi.
Oh,
shot.
very
well,
good.
get into Gragas. What was CC doing? He just left his Grungo to die, and now he's gonna be facing a lot of damage. He's put down to half health, but
Yeah,
I'm so what? I don't know what he was doing right there. He
I
just
feel
left.
like he just missed. He didn't respect the damage or the situation. Is he actually goes down to Warwick?
Yeah, they did not expect that.
With Jinx melting that tower, that's going to be another tower for Illegal Legends, and the rotations have been really well. However, Foriok Yamada did get that bot lane tower, but Illegal Legends are just having so much pressure on this map right now. It's just hard to see what they're going to do.
And this is so similar to, I believe, last week, or if not 2 weeks ago, when we saw Illegal Legends. They can play as though they're behind, but it's deceptive. They know when they're behind, and they can play accordingly and still act as though they're ahead and make these plays. And it's just amazing to see sometimes.
Yeah, we do have to note where the kills are going, though. So Maokai has a kill, Warwick has 2 kills, and Orianna has 2 kills. Jinx is still somewhat behind, keeping up in the same CS as Sivir, but essentially the same sort of items coming out. So I would like to see them try and put some pressure on that Orianna, and I'm curious to see how they're going to be able to lock her down in team fights. If CCO can get that, what is it called, dredge line onto her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. It's looking a little grim for them right now. It's not too. They're only 4,000 gold behind. They are equal in dragons, about equal in turrets. But if they continue playing the way they're playing right now and letting Illegal Legends take the reins in this game, it's not going to end well for them.
And right now, we do see Purple Inhibitors pressuring that mid-time, but CC caught out by the Infinite Duress. A really quick kill. There's the On the Hunt being used as well.
Will the flash come out?
Sushi.
Oh,
No.
he doesn't have flash up.
Oh, but they do hit that zap. They're not going to be able to continue going in onto that, but they do manage to force the ult out of Saver and get a kill onto the Nautilus as well. I believe that did go onto the Orianna right
Yeah,
there.
that did go on the Orianna, and just a misplay and a misposition from CCO. Getting a little too close and then using the E to draw the tower aggro gave Slam's Jam on your ham the perfect opportunity to use his Infinite Duress under the tower to make sure he takes all the damage from the tower and 4 members of Illegal Legends.
Now, Eurodon, he really does need a little bit of gold income. He's falling behind in CS, and when you look at Slam Ham, oh, Dredgeline just being sidestepped by Ball King. And usually, 20 minutes is that limit for a Trinity Force. You usually want to get it before that, so that mid-game power spike hits just around with everyone else on your team, so you can force fights and take objectives. So he's a little bit behind right now.
Yeah, and with Orianna being so ahead, her wave clear is one quick combo, And then no doubt about all he has to do to keep that mid turret from going down is just use a shield on it. Infinite Duress is up, however, so Shinobi looking to make somewhat of a play, backing off to regroup with his team, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do. Sivir is in the bot lane, so if they do decide to fight in this mid lane, it's going to be a 4v3, but looks like a little bit of rotations to maybe catch that Silver out and get that bottom lane.
Yeah, Slam Ham on your Jam, going to the top lane. He'll most likely just be clearing out that minion wave and then make his way over to bottom side. Dragon is up in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Both teams should have a time on it. No excuses right now. And a lot of vision coverage being put fairly aggressively by Illegal Legends. They have that entirely back jungle entrance warded out. And poor Akimata caught out by the zap. A couple of auto attacks by Crimson Cat are gonna force him away. Meanwhile, Yurdan and Slam Ham trading blows in the top lane. Righteous Glory has been finished up, has the Spectre's Cowl as well. Dragon in 50 seconds, and we already see 2 members of Illegal Legends pushing in that bottom lane. They're gonna try and pressure that, but it's still at full health. They don't want to go for anything. And I just saw Balking start channeling his back. That's pretty poorly timed if he really means it. This tower will go down for Purple Inhibitor Cares, and they can actually use this to rotate over to the Dragon. Illegal Legends, they're so disarray right now. They're not grouping together.
They need to group for this Dragon.
Oh.
Maokai has teleport up.
What is Poro Sushi doing? He just went back, as well as poor Akimata. They've essentially given up this Dragon to Illegal Legends.
They have the timer on it. Now Hecarim is going to be able to use his teleport Hone Guard. And Slamtam on your Jam actually does not have teleport, so if they do decide to fight this, it's going to be a 4v5. I would really like to see Hecarim wait in the base for a second.
Yeah, both of these teams really poor on the Dragon objective right now. They just weren't, neither team was prepared for this. And meanwhile, at the top lane, Yurdan going in very aggressively onto the Maokai. Meanwhile, Shockwave gonna be hitting no one. Slam Jam on your Ham, knocked up, getting out of Infinite Duress. Meanwhile, Slam Ham will end up falling, and there's gonna be a kill. Yurdan onto him. There's the zap going down by Crimson Cat. They're gonna force away pretty much everyone on the side of Purple Inhibitor Cares. Illegal Legends taking control of the area, but Shinobi, Poro Sushi, poor Akimata, they're all full health, and we can already see the Sivir pressuring that mid lane. They're gonna try and get something out of this. This could effectively be 2 towers.
Yeah, a really good rotation, and what I would really like to see is Hecarim to back right now so he can teleport in and hopefully flank, but it looks like they might get caught out.
There's the teleport. They're going to get something. Monsoon will be used to reset that fight. No Daba, though. Caught out, immediately blown up by poor Akimata. Yurdan, 70 seconds left in Crimson Cat. He's taking a whole bunch of damage, and he can't survive. That's going to be the kill going over to Poro Sushi. Right now, Shinobi trying to escape from Slam Jam. There's a flash and Hungry Trek to get the kill. Meanwhile, Slam Ham is back in this fight. He's trying to fight 1v3, but he cannot survive. And that's going to be 4 kills for the 2 on the in favor of Purple Inhibitor Cares. They win that fight, and they will be taking this Dragon.
Now, one thing to note, they do not have a jungler, so they will need to keep Slam Sam on your Jam off his tower. They actually decide to engage on him.
Yeah, there is the never move by Poro Sushi. Can Slam Jam escape? The Ignite's ticking. Can he go flash coming out from the Swain? And this is enough. Poor Akimata fine with soloing that Dragon for her team. Yeah, this is going to be the 2nd Dragon for Purple Inhibitor Cares, and that is an unofficial ace.
Yeah, and a really good move. The gold is now tied up. Illegal Legends had such a good advantage and position-wise on that Dragon, and they just give it up. Slam Jam on your Jam being too aggressive in that top lane, trying to pressure without having teleport up, give Hecarim a free pass to regroup with his team and essentially make it a 4-on-5 fight. And a very, it's not a detrimental throw. Everyone's even now, so they're on even footing, but they gave up that gold lead for essentially nothing.
Yeah, and right now, Illegal Legends, they've had a gold lead, but now Purple Inhibitor Cares has evened it out. And the way that this game is going, they're just not as coordinated as we've seen them, especially the 2 weeks ago against Shut Up and Dive.
Yeah, and if we're looking at this strictly on, you know, late game, this gets to a big team fight, I have to give the advantage over to Purple Inhibitor Cares. They have so much AoE and team fight potential. Slam Sam on Jordan can only lock down one person, and he can get interrupted for it.
Their team composition makes a lot more sense as well. Now, Yurdan wants this kill into Slam Ham. There's going to be Shinobi. Body Slam will not connect, but they will have the explosive cast to just knock him away from safety. He's going to be able to get away. There's no doubt. Popping the Monsoon, but he's in the middle of the enemy team, and he's taking a whole bunch of damage. Slam Ham surviving,
so
and Yurdan cannot go in.
And this is a good power play for Illegal Legends right now. They drew so much attention trying to kill that Maokai. Orianna and Jinx are in this bot lane with only Nautilus to try and defend it. He's not going to have the wave clear, and Jinx is going to have too much damage. The ult does come out on the Ball King to deter him, but...
Yo, don't attack safety, man. Just take down that tower. You're
the lockdown. Crimson Cat might actually go down.
Yeah, he cannot just walk into that. He ignored the Nautilus long enough for the tower to take down the minions. Meanwhile, we have the rest of the Purple Inhibitor Cares taking down that inhibitor tower. There's Slam Jam, but he popped the infinite duress on the wrong person. No Daba getting that kill. Can he escape? There's the last crow to get the kill. Shinobi does end up dying, but they still crack open the base of Illegal Legends. Slam Ham on your jam.
And they have Foro Sushi zoning off the team, while they have Foro Akimana and Uerdon doing the damage on the tower. That will go down, and Foro Sushi will be a sacrificial lamb, but...
Yeah, Shockwave, everything going to be used on him. He's going to go over and kill onto Crimson Cat right there. This could be a counter dragon with no Swain for 30 seconds and Slam Jam up effectively right now. It'll be a 4v5. They can try and do this, and they know Yurdan's health.
And they're caught out.
Oh, you cannot do that. That's no Daba picking up a kill. Porakimata using his heal. He's trying to escape, but that last side attack is just going to curve on over, picking up a double kill for
And the Baron call actually coming out. Warwick is up. Slam Sam will be tanking up to tank it. Shinobi is here. I'm curious to see if they're just going to turn on him and do the damage. It looks like that's the thing. Baron will be continued.
Yeah, and
they have two members down.
He's so tanky. Righteous Glory. He wants to get into that. There's the explosive cast that we use, but it's not enough. Crimson Cat effectively takes down the jungler, and now Purple Inhibitor Cares. They cannot fight. They just threw the lead that they had. Baron is only down to half health, but it doesn't matter. Another kill going over onto Crimson Cat. This is effectively 3 kills, a triple kill onto the AD carry.
Now,
one at a time.
Hecarim is up, and this teleport
and
is up
the Baron takes down the Jinx. What were they doing? They just completely ignored it.
Hecarim's gonna teleport.
Now,
is he gonna get it?
League of Legends, can they do it? Jotun going in, Slam Jam on your ham.
He's
trying to get this. He's gonna go down actually, and Yurdan,
it's gonna be close.
Do this.
Double kill.
The double kill as well. No,
just finish the Baron. Finish the Baron, Yurdan. Finish the Baron.
Yurdan, what are you doing? Porakimata coming in, and this is going to be the Baron for Purple Inhibitor Cares.
And they have super minions in the base already, forcing this tower down. They're all down for about 20 seconds, and pings for this mid tower. And what a throw! I mean, not necessarily throw, but they did keep going in one by one, and enough to delay for Uerdon to teleport in and do some damage, but just crazy. Just such a misplay by both teams.
If these were LCS teams, one team would be Dignitas and the other team would be Coast right now. Because one just threw at a Baron call, and one was winning, but now they're losing.
Yeah, and I loved the Baron call. It was such a good idea, and they kept coming in one-on-one. It just kept turning for the kills so quickly. They had no jungle pressure. Shinobi was dead. After he was dead, they just should have focused on the Baron, secured that, and backed off.
And right now, they're going to try and find no Daba. Jinx, Crimson Cat, doing too much damage. On the hunt will be popped.
Treasure line coming out on Jinx. She'll flash for it.
Death Charge going to knock him away, but it's not going to matter. Exhaust going down, and that's going to be 2 Barons knocked away. Actually, no, that's the wrong team that has the Baron. Post Sushi, what are you doing? You're diving. He has the Zanyas, the
tower. The minions will save him. Good guy CCO tanking that for his mid laner.
Yeah, and right now, ooh, Shinobi now forced away. That Orianna is doing a hell of a lot of damage. There's Slam Jam. He's looking to get in the backline. He's gonna flash, use the Infinite Arrest, pick up the first kill. He's gonna set his sights onto Poro Sushi as well. Can he get anything? No, he cannot. Here comes Yurdan.
And they're just getting so much
kill.
tunnel vision.
This is just just
tunnel
insane.
vision.
Illegal Legends had a clear advantage at the Baron, and now they're just throwing, bulking, flashing away from Yurdan. Here comes the Jinx, the Zap going down as well. A couple of extra auto attacks forcing him away for now. CCO.
They still have Baron buff.
Good. Yeah, Porokimata throwing out those auto attacks. And the fact is, CCO with the Baron buff is a lot more... what's that word? He's
much more of a threat.
Yeah, he's more threat. He's more valuable. You cannot be that aggressive with the Baron buff.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to back because they're super. You know, one of their Nexus towers is already half down. They're now gonna have 2 waves of minions coming in to kill that, and they're gonna trade over that dragon.
Purple inhibitors, 3rd dragon.
And this all stemmed from the Baron call.
It
was
really
a great
does.
call. It was a great call, but they just kept turning to get kills.
It was the smartest call at the time. No lanes to push, 3 members down. You're already in that general area. Let's do it.
And
But
I just feel like it was too greedy to keep turning for kills.
Yeah, the thing is, the constant turning for kills is what screwed them over. The fact is, sure, Shinobi went in, disrupted them for quite a bit of time. They got him down. At that point, you had your Warwick up. You had your Jinx up. That's really the only 2 people you need to take the Baron. Everyone else is just going to be there to tank it up. But they kept turning, and then eventually Crimson Cat, he took enough damage from all of those people. He walked too close to the Baron, and he ended up dying. With him down, they lost their consistent damage, and then after that, that was just a case of Yurdan going absolutely insane.
Yeah, and curious to see is it still a super minion wave? No, it's not a super minion wave, but they're gonna have to send someone to bot lane to deal with these supers, and it's just gonna free them up to take this open inhibitor.
And this is not looking too good for Illegal Legends right now. CCO needs to be careful. A couple of auto attacks going down, taking them low. But Crimson Cat, body slam, gonna knock him up. There's a nice explosive cast, knocking away the entire League of Legends team. But they're gonna leave him to die. Balking.
Yeah, a really good pickoff. Catching the Gragas out of there, but again, they have 2 inhibitors down. What are they going to do with it? They can't leave their base. They have they need to get gold, but...
And this just goes to show how close these teams are. The gold is so close that despite having 2 open inhibitors with them, Purple Inhibitor cares. They don't want to fight.
Forcing the Sivir ult.
Yeah. They're actually going to try and turn it up. There's the teleport coming out from Echo.
We're going to see
some action. A whole bunch of damage. Forced away. Crimson Cat gets this kill. Yurdan, he has no more. Oh, also the Shadows is still available.
Can they peel for Crimson Cat?
Forced away. He's trying to heal, but he can't manage to survive. Yurdan taking him down. Poro Sushi, though, picks this 1 kill onto Jenna. Can he 1v3? Pam Jam. He's going to go down and slam Ham. Actually, that was Slam Ham that went down.
Yeah, Slam Ham. But I feel it was just too aggressive. You have Orianna and Warwick already dealing with the super minions. You can't fight right then.
And, like, right there, they had the opportunity to back off. But they just wanted to chase so hard onto that Sivir that they were punished for it. And... like what I was saying before, it just goes to show how close these teams are. I'll get back to that.
Really
Let
good.
me talk it up. A 3-man shockwave. Yurdan not going down just yet. Slam Jam, though, he's able to tank up 3 members right now. With very little mag resist, however, the Swain is going to be a pretty big threat. They don't manage to get any kills, but they keep that tower alive. I take it back. They don't keep anyone alive. Shinobi goes down.
Yeah, the Warwick passive from his hunting his E kept the vision on him, so Jinx could get an easy kill.
And what I was saying before is, despite having 2 inhibitors open for them, Purple Inhibitor cares. They're so close to League of Legends that they don't even want to fight that. They want to go for the clear advantage, clear objectives, and it just shows how close that League of Legends is still in this game. But the little mistakes that they're making at every turn is what's costing them.
Now, they do have a chance to get back in. Baron is up in 12 seconds.
They cannot make the same mistake.
No, this is do or die for them. If they lose this Baron, it's essentially GG. They'll have 2 super inhibitors pushing into the ranks with a Baron buff, and they don't have the damage at this stage of the game to deal with them. They're gonna go ahead and start the Baron. They'll have vision of it and know that they're doing it.
They just wanted to clear out the ward, but Shinobi doesn't do it in time. Shinobi doesn't clear out that ward in time. That's really what he was looking for. Oh, that's a nice on the hunt. It's going to be all knocked out. Janna, Talisman Ascension is going to be used to get his team away, but he's still going to fall.
Oh, the Drizzlin's coming out on the Orianna.
Out to Orianna. He's going to get knocked up. And right now, Slamham, he's trying to escape. They're going to set their sights onto Orianna. That's going to be a double kill for Swain right now. Crimson Cat, his sight is going to be on. He can't do anything.
Yeah, and that all stemmed from probably seeing Crimson Cat in the bot lane, trying to clear that out. He needed to be with his team, and without them, they decided to just go onto him.
And right there, this is going to be Poro Sushi. He's taking a little bit of damage. That's the one last auto attack. Not going to be able to get that last kill onto Warwick. There's Crimson Cat flashing away, and that's an immediate double kill. He's going in.
Triple kill coming in.
It's not
Quadra kill. Can he get the penta?
CC, one last auto attack. It's going to be the pentakill for Jinx.
Wow, and they're only 500 gold difference. Now, with the timers this low, Baron is the call. They can get this Baron and essentially defend until their inhibitors respawn again. They need to make a move to it now. Hecarim does not have teleport either, so they'll have no way of getting to this, leaving Slam Sand on your jam back in the base to defend while Warwick, Crimson Cat, and Ogdava try and take this Baron.
Yeah, and with no lanes to push out, Baron is the right call right here. They left Valking to just defend the base for now. The next person that is up is going to be Shinobi, but by the time he gets there, it's too late. There's the Baron going down, finally to a League of Legends, and this could be the turning point. This could be where a League of Legends comes back. It's 38 minutes into the game, and once final builds are starting to be completed, that's when the vision control matters the most. That's when whoever gets
the team fights, the warding, the communication, that's when all that matters.
And there it is. Unfortunately for them, they've had really poor dragon control. This is going to be the 4th dragon for Purple Inhibitor Cares, and this is going to be a testament as to can 4th dragon defend against Baron. Can it fight against the Baron? The question is, can Baron defend against 4th Dragon?
Yeah,
and the question is, I mean, the answer is really not effectively.
Not without minions.
Yeah, without the minions, not effectively. And the thing is, the extra tankiness that League of Legends minions are going to be getting from that Baron buff is going to make it even more difficult to siege against them. There's not a lot of wave clear on the side of Purple Inhibitor Cares. Swing will be able to do a little bit, as well as the Sivir. It's all going to stack up. Like, really, what Purple Inhibitor's wave clear consists of is everyone throwing out their ranged abilities and clearing out the wave instead of just one person, such as like an Ahri or an Ezreal or Caitlyn all clearing it by themselves.
Now, one thing to note, Crimson Cat does have his Guardian's Angel up. So they're going to have to kill him twice. Warwick does have the Banshees, so he's going to be able to avoid some of this, at least one form of CC when he goes in. And what really stemmed from that last fight, which gave Illegal Legends this advantage, was greed. Purple Inhibitor Cares had the game in the bag. All they had to do was focus on that last turret and end the game.
Talisman of Ascension. Actually, that was just Righteous Glory, not Talisman of Ascension. They're going to save that for a later time. But Shinobi, he's backing on the ward.
Shinobi's getting caught out.
And this is really piss poor right there. He's gonna go down, and Whoa!
Yeah, now what are
Like,
League of Legends going to do with this? Another kill onto CCL, the flash
And
coming
to
out.
knock them.
Are they going to kill for Sushi? Double kill onto Oriana.
Down. Crimson Cat, he'll just be able to melt through these towers, and this could eventually be game. 60 seconds until Poro Sushi. Only Yurdon and Poro Akimata to defend this base, and they really can't do anything against 5 members.
They won't have any
League of
minions.
Legends.
They won't have any minions for a little bit. So what I'd like, this next wave coming in, they
It
do
doesn't
have
matter,
one
though.
siege
It
minion.
doesn't matter, no. Slamham is able to tank up two towers at the same time. Onside of Shadows is going to be using. They're going to try and take them down so quickly, but it's not enough. Minions are back. They're going to take that first Nexus Tower. The second Nexus Tower is going to be falling very
Gragas is up in 8 seconds.
Crimson Cat.
Gragas
Oh,
is up in
Yurdon,
8
he's
seconds.
taken down by Crimson Cat. Now this is just the case of, can they take down this Nexus fast enough? But what is
Vulcan
he
goes
doing?
down to the
No!
tower.
What is happening? Looks as though, well, what is this Crimson Cat? He's just backed away for now. He didn't take down that tower quick enough. And here it comes.
The Dreadzone's coming out.
Ooh, death charge, down and gone. Crimson Cat, exhaust onto him as well. There's the GA. He's gonna be popped. All 4 members are gonna be taking him down. We have no Daba and Slamham right there. But
And the table just turned. Oh my gosh, this game.
I cannot fathom what is happening. This is so insanely similar to Unicorns of Love versus Fnatic. I believe it was Seamus and I casted it. We didn't cast the LCS one, but
Yeah, but
obviously
Anyways.
it was on this channel. It was on this channel, and this is so similar. Both teams are trying to get ahead, but they cannot do. They just can't finish it off.
Ekram's going to teleport up. He will have home guards.
And now, what is
right
Slamham
into
doing? What is Slamham doing? No Jinx is up. They're trying to fight without their AD carry, and this is so bad. Slam Jam going down onto Poro Akimata. He has the skills to stay alive for a little bit longer, but he's going to be forced away. That's the flash. He's setting his sights down onto Poro Akimata.
goes down.
And he's finally taking him down. Warwick is so damn tanky. They cannot do anything. Now Yurdon, he's going to charge away, but CCO, he has his hook. Oh, Poro Sushi, what are you doing? He is going to end up dying. Ball King. And this is another turnaround.
Oh, will it hit?
Oh,
It hits, but not enough. But yeah, I feel like all these things have just been due to greed or indecisiveness. The dive on the tower, where clearly they just need to take the one tower and finish the game. Give hands over a pentakill over to Crimson Cat.
CCO gonna be able to stay alive, but no.
Now this is game, unless the game miracle.
Right now, that next is going down very quickly, and that'll just be the game. In League of Legends, coming back into this game at 43 minutes in, and really, I don't think either team is happy with that.
No.